Chat, I stayed on a little bit after I logged off last night. First of all, I found out that my shaders sometimes work. This might be one of those sometimes. Let's see. Give it a moment. First load's always a little tough. Let it load, let it load, let it load, let it load. We're here. Carried it. Okay, we're a little framey at the moment because we're still loading in, but... Shaders. Never realized how framey it was until, you know, till I turned him back on. Till I played without him. But this is the other upgrade we made. You guys didn't get to see this because I was just doing this in my off time. So, lava, copper, iron, cobalt, gold, blaze blood, brass, steel, Magnolan. Demo mode. Is anything on? Nope. Demo mode still gives us a vine boom. Also turns on everybody. Except what didn't. Something didn't work. That's supposed to be on. Why didn't you turn on? That should have turned on. Oh, it's because it's all in here. That would be why. Demo mode is supposed to include Queen Slime running up this channel, but I forgot to turn that channel back on. Also, I built 2 more channels, just direct inputs from the iron and the copper tanks into this forge. They run alongside. Right there, you can barely see them peeking. Transparent stairs there. I still want the stone. I like the narrow windows. Otherwise, we'd just build the whole fucking thing out of glass, you know? But so I put these ones in right here. And right there. And then back here is where I started setting up more specialized, like, this can now dump out my commonly used materials. And it spits it out onto the gold channel, which I had to shift 1 block over, but it was fine. But now, oh my god, it is so framey in here too. So funny, I feel like I never noticed how framey it was in here. Pre-shader, I guess it's the create stuff, huh? But, damn. Yeah. Other than that, just let all that keep going for a while. Nope, get rid of all the queen slime. Other than that, I did want to carve it out. I do think that just leaving this a regular blank stone wall is kind of lame. And I should, bedazzle it. Oh, shit. I know what happened. Excuse you? I see there's also some lag. Gilded Blackstone. No, because, I mean, first of all, that's the indicator for demo mode, but second, I think it would just look weird, because mostly my Gilded Blackstone, other than the pedestal right here, it's mostly below ground. And I think trying to bring any more Blackstone above just might look weird. I could be wrong. But I figured like just trying to use some chiseled stone would probably look the best. I was thinking Blackstone at first though, because it's real easy to just like grab a bunch of. I guess we could do half and half. Hold on. This is what I got a whole ass chat for. I'll probably do something like that in the middle, and then, you know, little corner job is different. But then we just mostly do stone brick there. Do I have stairs? I need stairs. God damn it. No, we're just trying to decide which one we like better. And actually, after shit talking it, I think I might like the Blackstone better. I think. Sorry, we had such a bad winter to come home to. Dude, I've been, like, it's been such a bittersweet, like, I hate the winters here, if I'm being perfectly honest. But, like, it felt wrong. You know? Like, how the fuck is all the snow melted already? Like, part of me is like, hooray, I'm actually fucking warm, but the realist in me is like, oh, if I'm warm right now, that's not good. You know? How noisy it is. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think they had to make it noisy to make it, like, stand out at all, though. I fear I fuck with it. Hold on. Hold on. Better. There's also these stairs that I could just... Man, is that texture just better than the brick, actually? Even though it's going to be separated? I kind of just think I like it more. Yeah, I like that a lot more. And then, I guess this is kind of a question. No further than this because it's definitely overcooking. But, yeah, I like that actually. Give me... Oh, do I not have any cracked? Is game audio on? Probably not. Is it on? Wait. Hold on, I'm actually making sure for you this time. It is. Because we've had issues with it in my internet in the past. Yeah, I kind of actually, I hate to say it, but that does look way better highlighted in the Blackstone. Gives it more of a designated, like... Decepticorn, thank you for the 10. Thank you, thank you. Wondering if I should... Yeah, bee flies here. They've been calling your name out all day. I'm kidding. Yeah, a lot of regulars in that list. That was a good bomb. I'm not the kind of person to ever read them out, but I always do look to see who's in the list. Just because if I recognize anyone's name, I'm like, oh yay, they got one. No, that's too much. Like, even in other people's chats, I do the same thing. If there's literally, I just look like the Leo pointing meme. If I'm like, I recognize that name, yay! You know. I'm trying to decide if I want to swap out the blocks that are providing light so I can just put a light block like right in the fucking middle or something. Because I kind of hate that you can tell that these are the glowing ones, and I think you even kind of can. You like kind of can with shaders off. But with shaders on, it's so obvious that they're a light source, and I think it's just weird. I just don't know. There's no other blocks that represent, like, blaze blood or lava to me that don't give off light. You know what I mean? I want that visual, like, okay, like, this is clearly the copper one, right? This is clearly iron, etc., etc., etc. This one is clearly lava. I just fucking hate that it gives off the lights. Try putting a torch in the middle. Is a regular ass torch brighter? Alright, maybe I just need to put in some light blocks, like, here and here, then. There is one of the mods I thought added here. Blackstone lamp. I need shroom lights. Just grab a couple. What? Oh, I need regular blackstone? Ooh, wait, I kind of like it sideways. Hold on. Damn it! You beat me to it! You fucking beat me to it. I was absolutely gonna just fucking try to... it's fine, I don't have the space for it here anyway. Is it better if it's all of them? No, that is way too much. What if it's 3 of them? That's fine. The me. Okay, hold on. Just because of their texture, now is it better with brick? Also, I just need to... No, it's the same. So the shaders just kind of fuck it. It's a shame that turning the shaders on turns it into like a... Like, it being a block that emanates light makes it brighter than the... You know what I mean? Like, I wished it matched a little bit more. I know I'm asking for a lot, but... The color of the brick there and the color of the brick on the block right next to it don't match. Which is why it might just be better if it's this stuff. Or... Overcooking? Too busy, huh? Does it bother me if there's less? The O side? God damn it, Nyx. I don't know. I kind of like Sideways more. Although I think I liked him on the outside more. I wanted to try scooting him in to see what it looked like. But I think I like... Oops. I think I like that the most. A vote? Sure. Lights. Oh. Or equals. And while we do this, I'm going to prepare one smoke'em. Back in my favorite. Here, you know what? We can even set it. Oh, no, wait, I can't. I don't have enough. Hold on. I'll set it up for you guys as a reference, too. I probably should have done this before putting the poll up, but I'm not going to fix it because I'm lazy. Those are your two choices. Can I say? There's probably some really cool cooking you can do and I might pursue. Combining everything. You know what I mean? You get a good mix of them. Equals wins. You know, you do like a little trying to design around it. Wait, fuck. Now you really need to tell me if I'm overcooking or not. Cause like, I think I might like that. I think that's the winner. What do I need? 2 more? Something on the side. Oh, right there. It actually doesn't bother me as much as you'd think. You don't like it? The most I could do is like try to cover it up. Trapdoors? I don't think there's a trapdoor that would look good there. God damn it. It's probably more like shaping I can do around here, but... I wonder if I have... This might help. Oops. That kind of does help, in my opinion. Like, just a little bit of something on the top as well. And the insides showing doesn't bother me either. That feels fine. I think we have a control wall now. A bedazzled one at that. And it's so nice, too. I did also... Here, I'll give you guys the quick tour. I did take away most of the devices. So now it is just a piston that makes the sound and a comparator that sends the redstone signal. Just because I still wanted some kind of mechanical sound, you know? Something to go chunk. But then this is obviously the demo mode one, which I just programmed to set off all these other ones. And now I have ores on demand. I actually love putting that here because it blocks the lever. That's for that. Doesn't have to be perfect up here, and I still want it a little, me accessible, you know? Cool. And now it's less alarmingly obvious that those are light blocks. Big crusher wheels. I got quite a few of them, too. One for the foundry, one for the smeltery, one for general use, and to look like a cock and ball in my base. Yeah, other than that, I don't think I've really done much. Other than... So one of the smaller upgrades that is related to this one is that I've considered moving the steel drain over to this tank, because I think if I put it on the block under the glass right there, and I put its little redstone connector right there, and it just dropped down into this channel, I think it would work just fine. The only issue is I would have to, like, come back and swap this to steel if I wanted to send it back. But then while I was thinking of that, it made me go, okay, now I would, if I do that, I would also want to do something in the copper, and I wouldn't know what to put in the copper. What about brass? I could even set up... Hmm... I think I might be onto something. Wow, that's the worst timed ad ever, though. I was about to step away, and I've just realized that the ad is already halfway over. I wish I would have realized that a little bit sooner. That's my bad. Yeah, just like timing the breaks. If I had known, I would have been over here already, just sitting here. Dude, the base looks so fucking good with shaders on. When they're not mad. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, chat. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna sit here and yap a bit while thinking aloud. No, Zinc is, being worked on the server right now. Basically, the whole stem of the issue is, the world has been already generated in order to reduce lag when people are exploring because, you know, there are certain kinds of Minecraft players, and I would say that people that just fuck off and go explore forever is one of those types. So, you know, generating the world beforehand does make sense. But it's led to the issue where the most common ore in Create that is like the most used for brass. I mean, like it itself doesn't have a use, right? Is part of what's so funny. Like zinc is fucking worthless by itself. But it specifically alloys into brass, which is needed for like at least all of the higher level machinery that comes with Create. Stuff like your arms, your anything smart. A lot of your speed controllers that are just better than like this mess of gears right next to me. So it is I understand the frustration. I'm a little lucky in that very few of the projects I personally have wanted to do have involved any kind of brass. Like, I don't care about the arms. Most of my smart stuff is done through tinkers. I want a couple speed controllers, but thanks to Nyx just like, in her own words, fucking off and listening to a podcast for a while and then coming back with a good, you know, stockpile of tough to shove in the grinders for me and Slack. Giant steam engine? I forgot that it existed when I built this, and now this is too cute for me to want to take it down for a steam engine. And it's not like I need that much power anyway. I turn off all my machines with clutches. Just so it's less moving parts. I've thought about it though, and I actually thought it would be fun if we do have a steam engine. This is something I've put a lot of thought into ever since remembering they existed. I feel like it would be more fun if I could to try to continue the trend of all of my create stuff hanging up here. I don't know if it's something I've stuck 100% to looking around my... I think I have. Oh, I guess other than that thing's kind of down there and the lava farm, you could argue. But I like trying to put everything in up here. I feel like I'm happy that we had something to add up there with Create, because now there's just so much stuff going on in my base that I think it's cool. I'm gonna carve that out. That's bothering me. This needs to get smoothed. If not, just mostly taken out. Can I have items permanently attached to the chains going around? Sort of, but it's a lot, and it would probably create some kind of lag in my imagination. I also think that if I were to have anything moving, like items, I would want them to move really slowly. And I can't have stuff move really slowly if it's also not only my power source, but how I kind of get around up there too. What was I doing? Already forgot. We're not actually going to put the steam engine in, so that doesn't matter. We could go work on the vault. I could smooth out the ceiling like I said I wanted to do. Hold on, I want something for that. You can go there. That's what I'm looking for. It might be a bit of a pain in the ass. I should have grabbed chains. But is that smooth enough, or do I need to go further? It's okay. I should go further, though. I should go further up here, specifically. It's this bit that bothers me. It's that song that I don't know why it's sad. Oh, fuck. Okay, I can still hop up. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that needed to get carved out real bad. This honestly, honestly? What the fuck is wrong with me? This honestly should still get cleaned up. I think the only answer is to go up. Honestly. Amishly. Yeah. think if we try to take this anywhere, it has to just go up into the rest of the... Oh, no! Yes, I think so, from what little knowledge I have of this show and media surrounding it. If you think it's the sad thing from that one, it is. The song, from my perspective, is called Leaves on the Vine? Leaves from the Vine. And all I know is that every time this song plays, minimum 1 up to 3 people will go, oh my god, I'm so sad now. And I go, I don't know why, I'm sorry, but I like the song, so I'm not gonna make any effort to take it off the playlist. It sounds good. It sounds good to my ears. It sounds pleasant. It's a song that plays when he remembers his son who passed away. Rip. The original voice actor for Ira died around that time too. I see. Overall, just a vibe killer. I understand. Shame I like the damn song so much. That. And again, as I was listening to the same album I've been fixated on for the past couple months now, let's be honest, longer than I'm past, like, last year and a half, right? And I was listening to that song, you know, maybe my vibe is, unshakable when it comes to music. Specifically, let me read out some lyrics to you if I can just pull them up here in a second. Is it this one? Duncan loves this song too. Here, I'll just play the song. Let me get to the part. I'll just let that. I don't know if I'm susceptible to vibe killing songs. I don't think this guy's okay. But it's really funny. Sorry, I just want to listen to this album now because my brain is broken. So I'm so sorry about me. I'll put on the lo-fi after, I promise. Now, at some point, I probably need to come and carve this chunk out as well, just to match, but, like, I am thinking it looks way better with that gone. No sad chat today. I mean, I went from the sad song to self-described emo music, probably. I can only imagine their extreme self-awareness would extend into knowing what genre they belong in. That's part of it. That's why I like these guys so much. Because I fully believe that they are extremely self-aware of how, you know, over the top this genre of music can be. And they lean into it. Are all the... I feel like I want to put just one little lantern up there, too, just because it's so damn dark. We actually use the ceiling now for various things, so it's not the worst idea to light it up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Doesn't need to be right now, but at some point I need to go make a pass of all the lanterns that are just hanging off of the ceiling straight by themselves, like that one. And just give them, like... I feel like even one chain makes the lantern look exponentially better than it did. Looks better, though. I'm happy I did that. I'm always so scared to carve away chunks of the cave. Because, like, let's not pretend this is still what this cave looked like even a little bit before I got here. But I am still trying to preserve a relatively natural look. In terms of... I want it to look like a big fucking cave, not like a big rectangle. You know what I mean? Sir? Stalagmites. I've thought about more dripstone. But it's one of those things that I'm too chicken shit to start that project, because once you start, you have to fucking commit to it. And it's not something I've ever, like, really done. But there is that part of me that thinks that if I just took the dripstone and kind of randomly, like, you know, a blotch here, some over there, maybe like a big old chunk, you know, spread this out a little bit more or something. Just like a couple more. I mean, splotch is really the best word I could come up with for the sake of explaining, but you know what I mean? And then from there, we could attach little dripstony pointy boys from that, and that might look great. But, once again, too chicken shit. Stalactites for ceiling, stalagmites for ground. Gotcha. I might not remember that in the near future, so if you hear me refer to them as pointy boys, it's like a 50-50. I really like calling them pointy boys, or I forgot which one was correct. C for ceiling, G for ground. Hmm. Do I have enough quartz? Yeah, probably. Um, Actually, I do think that's enough now. Yeah, that should be. I just don't remember what else I needed up there. I need to go. I guess the only way to go is to find out. Or the only way to know is to find out. Blech. I can't talk good today. But it's okay. That's why I hide in a hole. Wait, is the engine on? Okay. This shouldn't be. I keep forgetting to turn it off. Also, my vault's wide open. It's like I've never been secure once in my whole life before. So this is a little bit of a spoiler. It's something that it's gonna be revealed very soon, right? But I'm still just like working out a couple of the kinks here and there. But I feel no fear in talking about how the PNG tuber does have a I've gone non-verbal mode. And it kind of more exists for when I'm like, there are times where I'm just too high to talk. There are times where I'm just really fucking vibing to the music, so I'm muted because I don't want you guys to hear me fucking, you know, humming along, shit like that. So the rat does have a, like... I'm worried it's a little too aggressive, but it's also kind of funny. The rat does have an indication for when I've gone non-verbal, just visually. I was meant to do it yesterday, but we flipped the way it works a little bit around, so it'll be easier to customize further in the future. I think is what Duncan's goal was. And I'm just like, all right, I'm not gonna ask any questions. You're kind of just doing this for me, and I like it, so I'm gonna do what you tell me. I'm gonna need to find a way to filter out all these damn experience nuggets. I tried a smart shoot connected to the Tinker's Foundry thing, but that didn't really work. I might have to get under it. Is there a VOD of the brainstorming? No, Duncan literally was just like, here you go. One day. This was like 2 weeks ago, and then I got it rigged up, and then he went, oh wait, you're gonna use that program? Okay, hold on, we can rig things up way better. And now I have like 3 questions for him that I think I need to be in call for. Obviously that won't happen on stream, sorry y'all. But here, let me see if I could even... Let me see if I can pull him up real quick for you guys. Just a quick little teaser, because if I talk about him, then I feel bad. I think this is the one I liked the most. Here, it opened in paint.net. Sorry about me. Hee hee. That's all you get. Actually, I'll tell you what. Because you guys were good today, and because we've been vibing so fucking hard, you get one more thing. This is what I was talking about. Hee hee. That's all you get. Though now I do kind of think you're right. It would be great if there was essentially a version of it where it was just very clearly vibing to some fucking music. I have a couple ideas like that I've been holding on to because I haven't, like... Duncan hasn't asked for any money for any of this. And I feel like if I start to request things, I would want to be able to pay him. So I've been kind of just chilling for the moment, but I do have things floating around in my head like that where it's like, ooh, that might be kind of fun. That might be like a in the future customization kind of thing. Just realized there's no chain on the corner of that. But yeah, I'm excited. Just have a little guy there, you know? I didn't think I could make that jump. The cheese. Look at all this cheese space. Oh, I remember what I came back for. Ow. Yeah, he's working on Ye Olde Catacombs. How many lead? One plate. Is all my gold in here? Oh, I know where all my gold is. Come on, gold, we gotta go. Oh, I also don't know if she pursued this at all, but Nyx did mention powering excavators with with creosote oil, so I have been trying to save what I have. How much gold is there? How we doing? Holy shit, we have a lot. Now, I'm not opposed to holding on to some. Like, I think we should hold on to a couple blocks. But it's also really funny to me when you can see the window into the hemp farm. I wouldn't be, I would be at the best smoke spot in the server right now if I didn't feel the need to keep my own chunks loaded for draining purposes. Ah, fuck it. We haven't been behind the Arby's in a minute. Maybe things changed at spawn. Besides, we can look around down here and decide if I want to make more stuff down here or not. I'm still considering hemp farm. I'm still considering... Oh, what else is there? We had more than one idea for the sewers, and I'm forgetting some of them already. Oops. War room was up there, but that's back home. Some of these trees also started trying to grow, like, right over where I am, basically, so I had to cut one down. I hope that that wasn't offensive. But also, I smoke you. Oh, I think I also added a sign. Tim, you gotta scoot over, buddy. Thank you. Give me time. A sign so people know that there's like there's a pretty good chance if I don't respond to you here, it's because I'm a little bit AFK. Or coughing my lungs out. Everyone say hi to Tim, chat. He's doing okay. He was just a little bit in the way. I had to scoot him over. I'm sorry. I know he only gets a limited break and all, but come on. You can't be in my spot, Tim. This is my milk crate. You got your milk crate, I got mine. Guys, twitch.tv/slackattack, by the way. He built the server, or built the Arby's. Not built the server, he built the Arby's. And was kind enough to give me a dumpster to smoke weed behind. Dare I say, that's our guy. Dare I say it. TMNT area. Yeah, that's not like a whole build, you know? We could whip up a TMNT area in like 5 minutes. That's just like a tube somewhere that turns green and has some turtles in it. I'm thinking like, I thought I had another idea for something kind of below the more spawn side of sewers. But it's escaping me. I've also been wondering, and maybe if anybody knows Create better than I do, you can help me out here. Oh, I need to remember to make an extendo group too. Sorry, there's a lot going on in my head. I want to make essentially a giant mining drill, right? But like one that carves out the sewer tunnel. Like, I could essentially... The loose idea I have in my mind is a bunch of these attached to a face that is the diameter of my sewer tunnel, right? And then, like, a fucking train or something? Because, like, can't you do World Destroyer? It's very similar to what he used for that. Running into a random deep basement. Fuck. $25. Well, I think I would want to do... Hold on. Because technically, in order to make just building the whole thing easier for myself, I would want it to also just dig out like this block, for example, like the walls and the ceilings and all that shit, so I can come back through and just place the shit. Make a pilot hole. Yeah. And I think that's where it all just kind of falls apart, and I might as well be doing it by hand. I also, so I've been putting a lot of thought into this, chat. But if we ever do this again, slash, and I hate to fucking phrase it this way because I'm gonna make it sound like this is a dead server when I don't think it is. But like, the next server I do this kind of thing on, if we do sewers, I think I want to fully commit and live down there. Which would involve just building more silly, like... I'd probably have to build, like, a fucking... Like, just random rooms down there that are either practical to me or they're random decorative, like a pumping room that doesn't actually work but just looks like a bunch of fucking machinery, right? Or, you know, this or that. I would want to commit more to making the sewer my base than making... Like, because my actual base right now is very clearly the forge. The sewer is just a different project. I will say, shocked how long... How do I phrase this? I'm trying to not phrase this in a mean way because it's obviously people are going to do whatever they're going to do, right? It's rare for the crew boys to not stick out a whole server. And this might be the first time I've ever seen it. Usually they're some of the last. They overdo it and lose interest. On every server I've played with them, they have been the last remnants of the server. Yeah, I feel like Schedule 1 stole our folk. I just also, that's why I took a big long break from Minecraft, and I can't help but wonder if that's in someone else's future. But like there was a solid probably year there where I just kept saying, no, sorry, not this time to servers. So we sue Schedule 1. I just still struggle to believe that the game isn't slop. And oh, guys, we shit talked the game and they sent the fucking Pinkertons after us. Broke my damn internet. Who left the server? Oh, I was just, again, I want to be very clear as well that I'm not like, you know, I'm not mad at anyone. I'm not blaming fucking this or that. I'm just saying that it is very rare that the crew boys, so like, you know, the Speedy and the Side and all them, are some of the first people to quit playing. Normally, they stick out servers, and they're like some of the last people, because I mean, I know Speedy deep down in his heart, it loves this game like I do. And that when we both are, when he's hooked, you can tell. And it's not even to say they didn't do anything on this server, because like, oh, I mean, obviously he built a fucking, you know, this is his base. He built a studio, some kind of, you know, milking facility, I think is what he calls it. And like so many other things. Again, I just find it rare that, like, you know, they're not here no more. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck Side expected. I said it before, I'll say it again. I love that man, but he was fucking asking for trouble and he knows it. I just, sometimes with that guy, you know? Let's go get back to work. Bye, Tim. Boing. Boing. I should really, there we go. That's our little secret down there now. And it might be... Actually, we are probably going back down there soon because I just remembered that we're getting all the gold out to bring down there, but just as a, you know, little proof of concept, I want to shut my own elevator down. Because I need to start doing it. I would not be surprised if Nyx gets a hamster in there, because she's one of the few people on the server I might actually show that to. Because I trust her to not take my shit. Yeah, to stop pouring the second we left the fucking... left the area. That's okay, I needed a smoke break behind the Arby's dumpster. Actually, we don't need any of this anymore. For the moment, we are done with all our scorched stuff. Which feels rare to say. Ooh. I'm gonna grab more of the copper material. Just to construct in there with. Those go there, these go here. I think we're good, actually. Cool. I probably should have my chains in there, too, actually. These can come out, though. I should maybe make more... No, we're good there. But yeah, I also, I'm running out of room to shove things in this part of the base, so the sewers are starting to become more and more appealing as well. We talked forever ago about how there comes a point where you can just be overcooking and adding too much to the base. And I feel like with Create getting added, we are rapidly approaching that point where I'm just like doing too much. Don't get me wrong, it's a big cave, and I think we got a little bit more room to cook in here. I think we're doing okay right now, but there might come a point where there's just too fucking much going on. And it's just a lot. I do want more. I like how much we got going on the ceiling now. Like, I feel like that's why we have so much more space, is I can carve out... I can even just start digging up if I want to. And we still got a lot of room. And copper platforms just look cool, so... I wish I could connect ones on different levels without it, like, looking too weird. I'm also pretty sure that it just looks like too much if I try to connect these at all. Because, I mean, how do I even... There's just no connecting this one to over there, right? Yeah, because it would have to, like, turn. I mean, I guess we could do this maybe, but, like... That's just such a long walk, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Oops. Does this look better? Stretched out a little? Or is that just weird? No, I don't like that as much. Old shape. Old shape. Oh yeah, I forgot that they were the shape that they were because it just kind of lines up with... Other than that one, which I might actually change. I might bring that forward one, but I think the back of it, yeah, the back of it lines up with this wall of the foundry. They're meant to line up with their forges. I don't know why that one is forward one. Wonder if I was just trying to make it look bigger or something. Looks weird though, it's bothering me. Come on. Okay. Does it look better from down here? Yeah. Other than it's starting to make me wish even more that I had something in the middle to connect everything up. Like, is trying to connect a little walkway up there too much cooking? Too much cookery? Because I could maybe even start it, you know, right here, for example. Oops. Hold. Because that lines up... Yeah, that lines up exactly with right here. What is it, just fucking weird? It's kind of fucking weird. Is it weird? I wish it wasn't so, like... What's the word I'm looking for here? I mean, I wish it were shorter, first of all. I just can't help but wonder if it would have been better to beef these up. Hold on, I'm gonna try something, and I might be overcooking, and if I am, then I fucked up. And it's an easy fix. But I need to see with my eyes. I need to be granted sight. Otherwise, I cannot make my mind up. Are they weird thick? Kind of. It does make that bother me less, but only because now these ones bother me, I think. I don't know. I just feel like I can't do... These definitely weren't meant to be a decorative element. So I feel like trying to use them as one is a little bit of a challenge. I'm trying to... I don't know. Does it need like another... Chains, please? No, there's no way that's not gonna look weird. They would have to be closer in, but they can't be because it can't interrupt this. I would have to... No, that wouldn't even work. Because I think you'd still bump into them. I don't know. I feel like it just isn't working. Here, I said I would give back lo-fi when we were done. Is there any way to like... Damn it. Is there any way to like... Maybe on this side over here? Connect them up? Not really. What if we... Because I'm just picturing, what if we do... I know one looked weird. Does two look weird? But if they're, you know, a little matchies? And they both go... Oh, fuck. Where's the ladder? Where's the ladder? Ow. You know, that actually doesn't bother me as much. If I could just connect them in a not shitty way. Hold on, let's commit to this idea for a second. Let's give it full commitment. Let's see if I like it. I'm still kind of iffy on it. Cause you know, I just... No, it doesn't. There might not be any winning with this. Cause like, there's no... You know? I think putting a stair there might not... I don't think there's a stair that keeps the kind of scaffolding look. Well. Yeah, I don't know. Railings. I'm scared railings will be too much. Hmm. Exactly as advertised. But kind of cute. I just question like how we make it work, you know what I mean? Because like we can't really, you know. Now there is a thought that comes to mind. Briefly. Where we do something like this. Right? Because then, let me just move the chain temporarily. We could like, here, let me line the corner, right? Oh, never mind, they try to link together. I don't know why I thought they would be like channels where I could unlink the middle bits. Now hold on, what the fuck are you? How do you work? You don't. Oh. Uh-oh. Um. God damn it. My past self builds like an asshole. A 2x2 tube? Of what? The bars or the scaffolding? Of the bars? Uh... Uh... Wait, do you just mean like doing that? Whee! It's cute. I don't know how we apply it. They kind of look like tiny little garbage cans. Look, it's a little wastebasket. It's just not little at all. It's actually quite big. You can fit a man in there. Boink. Yeah, I don't think this is ever gonna work. Overcooking. I think if I want a system of like little catwalks connecting everything up here, the problem is more that I need more up here to connect to. It looks better with more things, you know? Along with some of the connections are weird and maybe it just needs some in-between stuff or some shit, but like, I don't know. Part of me also thinks I might need to beef up the bits that are more meant to be, like this platform, for example, right? And then use these guys for the more narrow kind of catwalks. I'm just trying to do too much with the catwalks while also trying to maintain the vibe of the old base. That's where the overcooking we were yapping about earlier comes in. Look like support. Nah, I like the chains. More reasons to give the chains to exist because they're gonna be in the base no matter what. Because they're power delivery and they're what give my lights, you know, actual use. The more things I can hang with chains, the better. I will at least give it a visual shot. Because I can't lie, I'm curious. You got me. You got me in a good mood. I like that it differentiates up there what's holding like the platform up and just because you're right, like it does pop out a little bit more. But then you get up here and they're just kind of boring and they're not more chains. And in my head, I'm just thinking that could just be more chains. Copper chains, yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I also wish I could change the chain conveyors to copper. With one of the add-ons we have, yeah, create encased. It adds like everything else, but I don't know if it has been updated to include the chain drives or not. I don't know, you know, what's going on that end. But they're immediately one of the things that I looked at and went, oh, I kind of have to. I'm kind of always going to have to keep that andesite casing vibe, at least for those guys, huh? But that's cool is that this mod has given me so much more use for my copper. Not like we're ever going to run out of it, but I'm just happy to use it. Leaning more into our dwarven shit, I guess. Oh, I forget where it was. Hold on. What is this, by the way? Oh, shadow casing? What the fuck? Give me a second. I don't remember where he was. There he is. So this is what I was talking about when I was mentioning kind of with the items on chains. However, I think it stays at an only kind of. Because it's like, what use would I have for that? And then how do I make it work in the base without showing off the conveyors? And then do I even want conveyors showing in my base? Not really. I feel like those would ruin the vibe almost immediately. Even this to this is like, alright, well, what fucking use do I get out of all that? The frog port's ugly. I don't mind the frog port itself. I just can't think of a reason to need to transfer items from one place to another that I couldn't just carry it myself. You know, I'm not automating anything here, really. It's kind of more for factory type shit, you know? Automate the EXP nugget removal. So, my big thing there is that I like that they drop straight from the crushers into the foundry. And I think any kind of automation of like the XP nuggets coming out would need to happen in an inventory up there. With what little fucking around I've done, with the scorched shoot, I kind of just don't know how to make sure that only that stuff gets filtered. Like, only the right stuff gets spit out, you know what I mean? I don't want it to spit out, like, ores while it's trying to melt them, or other weird stuff like that. I don't know. Is there a filtered version of the chute? No. There's a filtered version of the duct, but not the chute. Which is kind of crazy. Do these work with? Do I have one? I mean, the problem is with these, I'm gonna have to fucking get under it. And I don't wanna... oh, no, man. That sucks. Like, I don't think I could just... say I put the fucking... I mean... I don't know, man. I feel like what I want to do is just a bit much. Because, like, and I know that this is offset from the wall, so ignore that. But say I do it, like, I don't think I can do it like that. You know what I mean? Say that this chute is stuck into the wall. I don't think that works. I think I would need to be underneath. Which I don't know. I'm kind of annoyingly anti hidden stuff. I want to see everything that's going on in my base. And there's no room to, unfortunately, see under that. Some immersive engineering. I'd rather kill myself live on twitch.television. That mod has only been a pain for me. Oh, you mean on the server. Sorry. You mentioned the mod and I saw fucking war flashbacks. Electricity is ugly. Like, really ugly. Provide me 1 second to cook. What's the damn... Who's the fucker I'm thinking of? Brass funnel. Kelp. Dried. Eller? Electron tube. Brass funnel. You know what's even more annoying is like, so now minimum we're gonna have to do like, let's just say I wanted it fucking right here, for example, right? It's gotta be one of those, into one of those, into a barrel somewhere. So I gotta make all that look okay, wherever it's going. Which makes me think it's just an underneath issue. Somewhere down here, perhaps. Where, like, I don't know, we can still see it a little bit. I could even almost put it in the middle right there, huh? Could we do a little... Oh, you're even limited. Perfect. I think you're the one I was using to try to do this earlier. Just gonna put one in there to, you know, start it. Yeah, the chains are part of Create, which is basically all based on spin something to create power, and then use that power in ways to do cool things. I genuinely mean it when at its core, Create as a mod is just things spinning other things. And it gives you access to stuff like a crusher wheel that crushes ores into 2 times as many ore, or like I got that mill that turns gravel into flint, for example, or it has a bunch of other recipes too, but that's the one I'm using. I mostly just really appreciate its aesthetic. Where did you come from, sir? Never-ending lava pit. Yeah, see, that's why I'm like happy I went with this one instead, because, I mean, again, you're right, the Steam engine does exist, and if you do the lava shit, you have, like, a really good source of near infinite power, but... You know what I got instead of that? Oop, I need to keep that equipped, I forgot. Gonna take me a second. Gonna take me a second. Never attached it on this side, and I forgot that I didn't. Also forgot that I can just swim up the waterfall. Second best smoke spot on the server. Tell me this ain't just a good view. And I think you guys know I'm not the first person to ever really... I get hyped up, but I try to not hype myself up. I don't buy into my own hype very much. I just get excited. Easily. Foldable chair. We were looking for those when we were looking for the chair to put behind the Arby's dumpster, which I think that me and Nix are thinking of the same shitty white plastic lawn chair. And that it just doesn't really exist in a Minecraft context. But we both were looking for the right thing to put behind the Arby's dumpster to sit on before we just settled on cushion, because there's really nothing better for the, or in the game at least. You can't get that kinda, you just can't capture that same vibe. I don't know what it is. Those chairs are universal. They are. Because we're all picturing the same one now. It's that kind of, it's mostly white, other than wherever it's dirty. It's got the 3 slots in the back. Okay, that one has more slots in the back, but it is the exact same shape that I was picturing. Yeah, you are spitting. It is this one. Almost bar for bar. Mono block chair. There's a wiki page for it. Oh my god. Wait, maybe that's the one I was picturing. Maybe it wasn't 3, it was 4. Because that's the one I have in mind. Like, I don't know. It's this kind of shitty, like, you know, bleh. A lightweight stackable polypropylene chair, usually white in color, often described as the world's most common plastic chair. That's so funny. Look at the pictures below. No. Oh god, there's a shit stain on it. Ay. Yeah, that is the Arby's chair, or the behind the Arby's chair that you smoke on when the rush is over and you got 5 minutes. We didn't even get a chair where I worked for our smoke breaks. It was just kind of like along the wall, and if you smoked and the boss saw you, she'd kind of get mad at you, but also not really care. You get told, hey, don't do that, but it was the most like... I'm pretty sure she's only saying that because she doesn't want to get in like trouble or some shit. I don't know. There wasn't... There was a... It was the thing she yelled at for us the least, despite it being one of the rules. And I didn't even fucking smoke back there. I just... And maybe that was my fucking... You know, maybe that was my point of view being skewed by just not being a smoker, but I don't know. Its quality is seen as both a positive and a negative, with some considering the homogeneous nature of the chair disturbing and the real evil of globalization. No, man, it's just a fucking chair. It's just a shitty plastic chair. Where would we be without shitty plastic chair? Everyone needs a shitty plastic chair to sit on sometimes. Turns out that shitty plastic chair is really easy to make. It's also evil? Oh. Okay, I'll just go get a camping chair instead, which is the same exact thing, but I get to pretend I'm superior. Can't think of that without thinking of this image. That's so funny because when we get earthquakes up here all the time. And that's about the damage every time. Except for the big one you're thinking of. And the other big one that was recent-ish. I haven't seen the Minecraft movie, brother. I got no thoughts. I'm probably not gonna see it. I don't think it was made for me. Mean an earthquake. Yeah, that was back in 2018. There's still little earthquakes up here like all the fucking time. Me. Chat, do I want a Monster Hunter? Do I feel like swanging that motherfucking thing around? Because it's my fucking sweet little great sword? What a great S word. You're on the PoE2 train? I've been meaning to check it out. I wanted to give it a minute before I hopped in all the way. I don't know. I wanted to let some of the kinks get worked out. Do not check this patch out? Yeah. We should be back. Hello. Sorry. What's it called? Did the thing. OBS. And it made me have to reset the whole shit. But I think that might be a Monster Hunter sign.